into the 411 for your fantasy football with your host, Autumn Wind Williams.
What's going on, everybody? It's the 411 podcast. My name is Autumn Wind Williams. You're now watching on YouTube or whatever you stream your podcast in your pocket. And we're talking about week 1 of the preseason. And it's going to be interesting. As we noticed from the Hall of Fame game last week, it's good to see football. Even though I didn't win that much, I probably broke even a little bit on Fanduel and Draftkings. Hopefully this week is a lot better. I'm not playing too much as far as dollar-wise. I am playing, I say, about 20 cheap lineups, not that heavy. Trying to mix and match a lot of guys that I'm considering playing, and I'm just going to give you a sneak preview of what I'm going to have in my lineup. You see this week, brand new mic, trying to step it up a little bit, gain a little bit more quality audio, especially now that we're doing it in podcast form. So make sure you click on the link in the description so you know where I'm podcasting. And while you're on YouTube, make sure you click like, subscribe, comment, share, all of that. Make sure you click that bell icon so you know when I'm making the next video, you'll get a notification right away. So I'm gonna just go into my lineups. First, I want to pull up Draftkings too, because it's guys that I'm considering playing. They may not make my core, but I'm going to be mix and matching a lot of guys, knowing that, you know, they're not going to have a lot of starters playing. Maybe the Steelers, since they played game 1, Hall of Fame game last week, they may let Juju play. I don't think they're going to get Roethlisberger out there, though. My new name for him, since he lost weight, is Slim Ben instead of Big Ben. Just thought about that the other day. I was like, okay, maybe we should change his nickname to Slim Ben, since he's no longer Big Ben. But anyway, like I said, I'm going to be putting up a variety of different ways to squeeze in my core guys. You know, preseason is an unknown element for everybody, not only for the team, but even more in DFS, and that's the reason why you got to do that, because there may not be a lot of starters playing. Going to be a lot of third string, fourth string, second string too. Guys that's just coming from the practice squad last year, or undrafted rookie free agents that we don't know anything about. Some veteran free agents that got signed onto the team after they got waived from another. And guys just trying to make a comeback. It is some that was even out for the entire season because of COVID, where they opted out because they didn't want to deal with the mess. But quarterback, though, I think I'm going to be heavy on Mack Jones from the New England Patriots. What I'm hearing, you know, Gillette Stadium is going to be on fire. First preseason game for the Patriots. You know how the Patriots fans are crazy about their team. But back what I was saying, I got Mack Jones. There's reports that he's doing better in the red zone versus Cam Newton. Even though it's like neck and neck battle, he's really giving them extreme battle in training camp right now. What's crazy though, Matt Jones is going to be wearing a number 50 jersey. I thought that was real odd for a quarterback. But you know, NFL this season, they're allowing players to pick certain numbers that they wouldn't allow in the past. Also was looking at camp report, Jacoby Myers, the law firm. Him and Mack Jones, they got some chemistry. And Jacoby Myers made a comment, said that Mack Jones is a real fast learner. And like I said, he's giving Cam Newton a challenge, but Cam Newton is looking awesome. I'm hearing a lot of positivity from the Patriots camp reports, but these are Patriots beat writers at the same time, so you got to take that in consideration. Not too many Patriot beat writers that want to be allowed in camp is going to say a lot of bad stuff about them. Well, that's any team, really. So you got to kind of look at it like they say coach speak. They're going to try to make it as positive as always. You know, we always hear he looks better than ever, or he's faster or stronger than last year. You know, some kind of short comments just to walk away with some positivity in front of reporters. Nobody really knows unless you're at the training camp and you see what's going on. So you just take it with a grain of salt, and you make your best judgment when you put these players in the lineup. As far as Najee Harris, I thought he played decent last week in the Hall of Fame game. Looks pretty solid. Coach Tomlin noted that Tuesday he won't cap Harris's reps during Thursday preseason game against the Philadelphia Eagles. So he may be out there a whole lot more, especially with this being game 2. I think he's going to play a lot, maybe game 2, game 3, probably not that much for the fourth game. They got 4 games this year, including the Hall of Fame game. Another guy I'm looking at from the Washington Redskins at wide receiver is Gandy Golden. This guy, he kind of disappointed me last year when they drafted him. I thought it was a great pick for Washington Redskins, but it wasn't that much of his fault. He had Alex Smith, the dinks and dunks, and Haskins, who was a horrible quarterback as well. So that's what he was working with. Plus, I believe he got COVID. So a lot of stuff was playing against him, where he didn't really have that fantastic of a rookie year that I expected. Well, I didn't expect fantastic, but I expected him to go out there and play some great games, maybe get 20 fantasy points a couple games through the season as a rookie. I know he can go out there for the deep catch and nice plays in the red zone if he can get those looks. So I got him from the Washington Redskins, the Washington football team. I'm sorry. He's playing with the ones. He's in jeopardy of being cut too, because it's a lot of competition. But he got the vaccine after initially holding out. So that's a positive right there. Last year he had suffered a hamstring injury. That's what it was. Moving on to tight end. I'm kind of looking at Matt Lacoste. I'm looking at how the Patriots do like to play their tight ends. They just lost Hunter Henry due to an injury. I think he's only going to be out for like maybe 2 weeks with a shoulder injury. I don't think it's going to be too serious, but he's going to be out of the game. And all you have is Jonnu Smith, who I don't think they're going to really be playing that much. Asiasi, I think that's how you say his name. So I don't expect him to get the ball as much. But I believe that Lacoste, he's a rookie. He can go out there and catch the ball. He was getting some plays during training camp. Mack Jones was firing him up a little bit. And he seemed to be the next man up. And Mack Jones count on him. And if they can't get a running back open on certain plays, that's the first look. They're gonna check for the tight end if they're under pressure. And my biggest concerns might be the Patriots may end up trying to get Jonnu Smith out there longer. But when it comes to Hunter Henry's injury, Jonnu Smith not likely playing though. If he does, I see he can get a touchdown, but I'm just worried if they're saying that Jonnu Smith likely won't play much and then say he does. Nobody can predict Bill Belichick that well. At defense, though, I'm going with the Steelers. They looked nice last week, and I see they're going against the Philadelphia Eagles, and I'm looking at their quarterback. Look at who they got at quarterback. Flacco. I think he can give up some pick sixes. He can fumble the ball. Jalen Hurts, he's mobile. He's a good quarterback, decent. I'm not saying he's superstar or anything, but Jalen Hurts is good. But he can get a hurting from the steel curtain. No pun, no rhyme intended, but it is what it is. Hurting from the steel curtain. I like that. Yeah, I love the way my mind thinks. The other one, though, Nick Mullins, he was on fire last preseason for the San Francisco 49ers. I remember nobody knew who he was, and then next thing you know, he has like 50,000 followers on Twitter, and he gets verified the same night, and nobody knew who this kid was, but he looked awesome. I think he was going against the Las Vegas Traders or somebody, or was it the season before? I forgot. But Mullins, he has his games where he can go out there. He at least been a starting quarterback before. But going against the Steelers defense, I don't think he'll be able to handle that. And plus, Eagles got a lot of injuries on their team. And I'm looking at that. They're going to be playing a lot of guys, and that's one of the teams you can probably capitalize on as far as offensive pieces if you want to think about playing a lot of Eagles, because you can narrow down the amount of guys that's actually not going to be on the field. So you guys may want to take that in consideration. But that's who I have for my core right now. At quarterback, Mack Jones. Running back, Najee Harris. At Gandy Golden. At wide receiver, Matt Lacoste at tight end. I can't speak today, maybe because I just got off an 8-hour shift and been talking to customers all day. I don't know. I need some food, I need some drink, but at defense, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. So, those are the guys I'm putting in the core lineup, but don't be surprised if I put like some of those same guys and then put Heineke as quarterback and Firemouth as tight end, or put what's the running back from the Patriots, Stevenson at running back, stacked with the Patriots defense. Or like, say if I want to put Quez Watkins from the Philadelphia Eagles, who's been looking good in camp, I might do that. Or Seals Jones at tight end, the law firm Jacoby Myers. But also look out for N'Keal Harry, the wide receiver for the Patriots. I'm mentioning a lot of Patriots. Maybe I should do some Patriots lineups once I finish this podcast. But N'Keal Harry, who wants to be traded, but been playing hella good, supposedly, in training camp. He may be showcased tomorrow for a trade, or they might try to sit him so he don't get injured and lessen his trade value. Another guy you got to think about that's going to be on the trading block, tight end. I'm talking about Zack Ertz. He's been playing excellent in training camp, but it looks like they're trying to be done with Ertz and, commit to Goddard. Especially last year, it looked like they want to commit to Goddard. So you may want to play Zack Ertz, knowing that he's probably going to be showcased, especially as good as he played in the training camp. And the way these beat writers is writing about him, GMs are paying attention to that in the NFL. So take all that into consideration, which I am, myself. So that's about it, guys. I got to finish up my lineups for tomorrow and then start checking on for that Friday, Saturday, and that one-game Sunday slate. Yeah, we got a lot of preseason this week. Why didn't we put one game on Sunday, though? What is up with that? Anyway, I'm out, you guys. Y'all be safe, stay blessed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, hit the bell icon, comment below who you really hyped about playing this week. Do the rate review wherever you stream your podcast. This is Autumn Wynn Williams for the 411 podcast, and I'm out. Peace.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the 411 podcast. Now get ready to make that money. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at the 411 DFS.